Good evening. Thanks for joining us. What if you could lose more than 100 pounds without doing anything drastic? A major new study suggests you can shed more weight by eating fewer carbs and more fat. But for the people you're about to meet, the key to big-time weight loss is not so much what you put in your stomach, but what's going on in your head. These before and afters just might blow your mind.
1, 2, and 3. Close your eyes.
Clarissa DeLong is trying out a radical weight loss technique.
You're aware of the incisions being made.
She's being hypnotized to convince her mind that her body's having gastric bypass surgery without ever going under the knife. It's called gastric bypass hypnosis.
And you can feel that it's time to put that band on your belly.
Clarissa says it helped her lose 40 pounds, and she's not alone. Barbara Cox lost 100 pounds. Kathy McHugh dropped 125 pounds. And Julie Evans lost 140 pounds. That's her on the left before hypnosis, and on the right after. When Julie first heard about gastric bypass hypnosis, she never even expected it would work.
It does sound crazy. I was the biggest skeptic, so I had to see it for myself. And that's what I did. And I am no longer skeptical by any means.
Now she's a true believer in harnessing the power of the mind to shrink the body.
Before the hypnosis, I would have come to McDonald's and I would have ordered a meal, probably a bacon double cheeseburger, French fries, you know, a pop. But now, only thing I'd get here is a bottle of water.
It all began back in 2006. After 2 pregnancies, Julie found herself heavier than she ever imagined.
I just remember going to the doctor and him saying, I didn't even want to know the number, but I snuck a peek, and it was about 287 pounds. And I couldn't believe it.
That's when Julie decided to undergo hypnosis.
After the seminar, it was just unbelievable. All I wanted was spinach. I wanted salad. It was the craziest feeling in the whole wide world.
Julie says she found herself choosing healthy foods for the first time in her life, and she was unable to tolerate eating a bite more than necessary.
I remember the next day I had a turkey burger, and I could only finish a quarter of it. And before, it wouldn't have been a problem to finish it.
6 years and 140 pounds later, Julie is a trim and fit size 6. She's far more playful with her family, and she credits hypnosis with turning her into a salad-loving gym rat. It's that kind of dramatic result thousands of Americans are seeking when they opt for real surgery. Every year, more than 220,000 Americans undergo painful and expensive surgical procedures, paying up to $38,000 to have their stomachs removed, repositioned, or constricted, whereas hypnosis costs just over $1,000. So the promise of a surgery-free, inexpensive reprogramming of the mind holds tremendous appeal for the 70 million-plus Americans classified as obese. But is it really as simple as thinking yourself thin?
Getting that anesthesia and feeling the deep relaxation.
Dr. Rena Greenberg says she's treated thousands of patients with gastric bypass hypnosis. Julie is one of her great success stories.
What we've done with Julie in the hypnosis is help her to go deeper to a place where she can access her deepest inner strength and her deepest motivation. And because of that, her thoughts about food and herself change, and she was able to just change her eating habits. And 3, good.
Dr. Greenberg instructs patients to picture themselves every step of the way to their weight loss goal.
I wanted to provide an alternative that is basically trauma-free, risk-free, and yet with the same benefits of actually feeling like there's a band on the belly and you just cannot eat as much food anymore. Most people who come to me, I'm not the first stop. Most people who come to me have been on every diet. So that's the type of person that really does well, that really has come to the end of their rope, and they realize that until they change the thinking, nothing is going to work.
While Julie credits her before and after to Dr. Greenberg's methods, there are no scientific studies proving that hypnosis works, and many weight loss experts remain skeptical.
But it's not like you're saying hypnosis is a crock.
Not at all. Not at all.
But that you're just not, this is unproven.
It's unproven, and I think hypnosis works for some, doesn't work for all, and the studies do show that you have to want to believe. You have to believe it's going to work for it to work, and that goes with hypnosis, and it also goes with any type of change that we make in our lives.
So it's a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you don't believe it's going to work for you, it won't work for you.
That's what I'm saying. We see that the people that are the most motivated and want to lose the weight are the people that have success almost with whatever they choose, as long as it produces a calorie deficit over time.
Julie then took it one step further, meditating for 30 minutes a day using her hypnosis CD, visualizing things like pushing away her plate or eating just half the entree. It's the kind of technique that Jenny Craig says is crucial to their program, mindful eating, to help avoid the pitfalls of mindless eating.
I lost the weight and I gained confidence.
I interviewed Valerie Bertinelli about her struggle with food.
I would sit there coming home from the set, put a whole box of poppers in the toaster oven, make myself a nice big vodka and cranberry with a big squeeze of lime, and sit there and watch TiVo.
And mindful eating is the flip side of hypnosis. Instead of tricking the subconscious, it's aimed at making you hyper-aware of what you're putting in your mouth. In fact, recent studies from Indiana State University show mindfulness training reduces binge eating. The real key, say weight loss specialists, is to usher in long-term changes in lifestyle.
Taking a kind of drastic measure, whether it's real surgery, whether it's hypnotic surgery, whether it's investing a lot of money in a gym or in a weight loss program, but having a conscious dividing line between this is the way I live my life now and then this is the way I'm going to start to live my life, I think that's the real facilitator of the change.
So whether you're using your conscious mind or tricking your subconscious, there is no magic spell. The proof, as they say, is in the pudding.
If it was a placebo effect, so be it. I am not special by any means. I have no special powers that made the hypnosis work for me.
For Julie Evans, it seems, it's a battle of mind over matter.